In the throes of the War of 1812, the year 1814 witnessed the United States embroiled in conflict with Great Britain. Control of Lake Ontario was one of many issues considered critical by both sides. Sackett's Harbor, nestled in northern New York along Lake Ontario, served as a crucial hub for the American Navy, while Kingston, Ontario was vital to the British. In an effort to establish domination of the lake, the two sides engaged in a shipbuilding race. The Superior, a warship larger than its British counterpart, had been built in 80 days for the American fleet and was ready for its armaments after its launch on May 1, 1814. In an attempt to keep the Superior at port, the British imposed a stringent blockade, effectively cutting off essential supplies to the Superior and Sackett's Harbor via waterways. On May 28, 1814, under the cover of darkness, American forces attempted to bring supplies via barges launched at Oswego Falls. After one barge was discovered by the British, the Americans defeated the British at the Battle of Big Sandy, and the New York militia delivered over 100 British prisoners to Sackett's Harbor. After delivering the prisoners, the militia marched back to Big Sandy to protect the supplies and transport them to Sackett's Harbor. Most supplies were transported successfully, but not all. Left behind was a formidable hemp cable, weighing a staggering 9,600 pounds, 22 inches in circumference, and stretching 600 feet in length. Cables of this size were either used for anchor ropes or rigging, and if this cable failed to reach the Superior, the U.S. fleet would not sail. Transporting the cable safely to Sackett's Harbor was critical because one of the three original cables had been lost in the canal boat captured by the British at Big Sandy. Conscious that the British could invade a second time, the militia were determined to deliver the cable to Sackett's Harbor as quickly as possible. Faced with a lack of appropriate wagons to transport the cable, they made the daunting decision to carry it themselves. They formed a procession of 300 men working in relays, arranged shortest to tallest and advancing through an inland route to avoid detection by British ships cruising offshore. The cable was divided into two parts, using an ox cart for one and carrying the other on their shoulders. In teams of 100, they then embarked on a grueling trek through Ellisburg, Belleville, Roberts Corners, Henderson, and Smithville, covering a demanding 20-mile journey. The determined carriers faced exhaustion, pain, and injuries but pressed on. As men fell out of line due to pain and exhaustion, new men stepped in to carry the load. At every stage of their challenging passage, local communities rallied around these determined carriers, offering support, encouragement, food, and water.